internet, and welcome to another episode of Slaying 101 here on Ggameknights. I am your host and your keeper of monsters and your monster of ceremonies, Savvy. And we're here to play Monster of the Week. And I'm very excited to be back. I don't really have any announcements, I don't think. If you are with us live on Twitch right now, thanks for being here. We're so glad to have you. And if you're with us in the future on YouTube, thanks as well. Hit that subscribe button while you're there, just, as a treat. But yeah, this, you just watched our wonderful pre-roll video highlighting the shows that we currently have going here on GGK. If you want to check out our full schedule, if you're live with us, it is down below our faces on our Twitch drop page. If you're not, you can find it pinned to our Twitter, as well as to the GGK shows channel in our Discord, which you can join. We talk about all kinds of stuff. You can talk about our shows, you can talk about other shows you like, we talk about video games, we play stuff together occasionally, so join us there. I think, as far as I'm aware, our schedule for this week is as it should be, is regular. We'll be back, since we weren't last week, on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, with a new episode of our Masks game that our friend Alex has been running for us for these last couple of months or so, that we have lovingly named the Squire Squad. And we have a new friend joining us this week to play in the form of Orion. Ryan's going to play Masks with us. So join us then. And yeah, the rest of our schedule is the same. I am going to let these fine folk around me introduce themselves. It is, as you can see, we do not have Rob or bonus stage Rob or bonus_stage_Rob with us today, but he will be back with us next week. So we miss him, we love him, and you should tell him you love him too. I'm gonna let the rest of these fools introduce themselves, starting with the man, the myth, the legend,
the slam dancer. No,
Graybeard Tavern.
We miss you, Rob. We love you. Happy Turkey Day. Tonight, I'm Graybeard Tavern, and you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and every social media that's out there, I think. Pretty much. Do I have an Instagram? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's my segue for Rob, since he's not here. And I'll be playing Rexy, the professional flake. That's me, GB.
Hello. I am Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, Mishirab. And today I will be playing Salgaz, the Monstrous Chosen.
Hi, I'm LB of the LB Hack-em-Ups. You can find me at LB Hack-em-Up on the Twitters and the Twitches. I will be playing Abby, the Hexpert.
It's my turn. Hi, I'm Sean. I can't sit still right now. I am all over the place, both literally and figuratively, on this channel. I stream pretty much every time we are live. And I started a new series, limited run, just going to go through the end of this week, of playing Pokemon Shield. I'm doing a Nuzlocke run. Started that a couple hours ago. Going real well. Me, my friends Bongo, Lord, and Calculester are hanging out. Calculester almost died. We're going to try to shake on the next gym, the first gym today or tomorrow morning. So come join for that. Whenever I get up is when I'm going to start streaming. Otherwise, today I'm playing Hector, the Divine.
Excellent. And I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth. I'm the keeper of these monsters and also about 60% caffeine right now. So that's how today is going to go. Let us, if everyone is ready, go ahead and get started. Sean has disappeared, but I'm going to assume he can hear me. Last time on Slaying 101. Friend of the hunters, Daniel Elliott, found himself in danger, receiving threatening phone calls and eventually a visit to his house by a dangerous-looking figure. You started to do something about it, and then in the midst of all of this, you met a new friend who is unfortunately not with us today, but I imagine left quite the impression. A colleague of Rex's, Professor Jeffrey Hinks. After being vetted somewhat kind of by the team, you said, okay, trial run. And the hunters here split up to do some good old-fashioned recon and research. Much to their chagrin, especially Sally's, you realized, yeah, it's demons again. And set about doing what you do. Abby, demon-proofed to the best of her ability, Daniel's home. You set up a Professor Jeffrey Hinks original demon trap in a vacant house down the street that is currently up for sale in the neighborhood, where you believe this dangerous figure has been holing up. I think that's all the important stuff that happened last time, because there is no possible way I could recreate any Hinks level chaos that happened. Just go watch that last episode on YouTube because it's amazing. So yeah, now you wait. So Professor Hinks has set up this trap in one of these mostly empty bedrooms on the top floor of this home, where you found a sort of sleeping bag piled up in the corner, what looked to be a go bag with clothes, several IDs, that kind of thing in them, with lots of different names. Hector figured out the ID puzzle, which was nice. And yeah, what else anything else you want to do in this room here?
Well, do we know when they're coming back?
And I can't remember, did we install like a GoPro camera somewhere? A hidden camera?
Yes, Rex did.
Thought we had. Okay.
No, but I suppose that we just need to wait now, right? Monitor whatever you set up.
Yeah, okay. Does anybody want lunch?
I mean, I'm never gonna say no to food, so yeah.
Lunch is always good.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Hope everyone likes Mediterranean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will order lunch while we wait.
Okay, where are you waiting?
In the Winnebago.
In the Winnebago?
In the Tesla.
And I'm in the Derp-mobile, the pseudo tank truck that Rexy has,
Okay.
using the cameras and surveillance equipment.
Okay, so Rex with the surveillance equipment, Abby in the Tesla.
I mean, Sal kind of just wants to sit in the closet in that room until the mofo shows up.
Okay. Sally hides in the closet. Hector.
I mean, Hector can get back there at literally any moment, so he's eating until we're ready to get going. Until he's given the go word.
Who would you like to sit with? You have your pick of the lunch tables.
Well, I guess Rex has the surveillance equipment, so we'll hang out with Rex in the truck.
I hope your smarts are high.
It's a Monster Prom reference.
It's a Monster Prom reference. It's okay. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Don't. It was funny. That's what I was going for. Okay, so Hector, you sit in the van with Rex, watching the surveillance equipment, eating much Mediterranean food, which I imagine Hector enjoys very much, based on his background.
He eats a lot, so probably whatever you got for the rest of the group in an equal amount for Hector.
Are you sure?
I burn a lot of calories in the mornings.
Okay. Your body
5
next
a.m.
time, though.
workout, 20-mile run.
Wow.
Plus
Very-
a whole other strength building routine. I mean, it's pretty intense.
I do jumping jacks sometimes.
It's a good place to start. You're all welcome to work out with me if you would like.
Rexy, like, puts up her hand.
Oh, she's so small.
And then
I just want super beefy Rex. Like,
um, the other thing is she tries to like misguidedly keep up eating with Hector, you know, thinking like she'll impress it, and then she's just so
She gets sleepy.
and then Rex has to take a nap.
She's
Because
like-
she eats too much.
she's trying not to, you know, trying not to show it, but she's like, oh my god, it's killing me. Why'd I do that?
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so hanging out with the surveillance equipment, eating some good Mediterranean food. Sally waiting in the
Sally's just texting Travis on his secure line about this
Mhm.
ridiculous recipe for combining 3 different Girl Scout cookies with Oreos and like covering them in chocolate and deep frying them.
Sounds good.
Well, deep frying and then covering them in chocolate.
All right, I'll give you this. Professor Jeffrey Hinks is adamant that he gets to wait in the closet with you to be able to see his trap go off. So he is there. I'm not going to try to voice him because there's no way I can do him justice. But he's there, mostly sitting and just letting you text, and then every so often piping up and asking a question about how being part demon works. He doesn't
Sal-
really seem to sense the awkwardness. at
I'm
all.
seeing him studying, like, you know,
He
just
stares
total-
at you a lot. And occasionally pipes up that he wishes there were more slats in the closet door so he could see better.
Right. Sal just like sits cross-legged on the floor, like as far up against the wall as possible, and still being able to like see out the door. And is just like texting with like, I really wish you were here. This is really awkward.
And what's funny is they're both played by the same actor. Okay, so you wait.
If the GoPro overhears the doc's complaints about the slats and stuff, Rexy will text, "You're on camera," in all caps with like several exclamation points.
He would probably text back some grumbling about being filmed without his consent. I think. And that's as much character development as I'm gonna do for Rob. But you wait, and you wait, you wait. You finish your food, and you wait some more. A couple of hours pass with no developments. It was already sort of later on in the... Sorry, Roll20 just did me a bad. It was already sort of later on in the afternoon. So you had sort of a late lunch. And you wait, a couple of hours pass. Nothing happens for a while. And then eventually you notice a question for y'all, because I don't remember. The surveillance that was set up, Rex, was the GoPro in the room the only one that you set up?
Thought we had,
Or had you guys set up stuff
yeah,
around the house? Because I can't
thought-
remember.
I thought we had put them everywhere possible. Like we actually
That's probably true.
talked about at one point where trying to cover all the angles or something like that, so that they couldn't bamf in on us if they have Hector powers.
That seems right and like something you would have done. I legit could not remember. Okay, so about 3 hours pass. You're bored, Rex. You probably take a nap at some point, but eventually you notice. This is a little dramatic for what I want, but I'm gonna keep it. You notice at the back door of the house, the camera that you've kind of set on the back patio, looking out at like the back door and then part of this backyard. You see a figure that's kind of like traipsing through the backyard up to the door. Sort of large, again, largely built person, broad shoulders, dark hoodie, hood pulled up over their face. Go to open the back door of the house, which essentially leads into like the kitchen area. Shut it behind them.
Yeah, as soon as they show up, it's text out, possible go time. Eyes on target. Rexy would say a black side of the house or something like that, and then tap that off and then put back of the house. He just like special forces type signs and then realizes no one will know what that means.
All right. So y'all get a text.
Quietly get into position.
Okay. Professor Hinks starts to look very excited about this prospect.
Do your thing. Quietly.
Yes. Okay. And
Abby starts walking from the Tesla.
Okay. Towards the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Abby gets out of the Tesla and casually starts walking up to the front door.
No. Sorry. I assume that having a Tesla parked out in front of the house is probably like, that's weird. In this neighborhood. Yeah. So she's like around the corner down the street. So she's probably like cutting through the backyards and just like a light jog.
Okay. All right. So Abby starts making her way from down the street behind the neighborhood houses.
Hector just summons their hammer and is just watching the video feed for as soon as it's go time. Is gonna pop in.
Okay. So you all wait. Rex and Hector, you watch on the video feed as this figure sort of makes their way through the house. They sort of on their way up the stairs, pull the hood down, start kind of like pulling the jacket off. Familiar face. You've seen several of their driver's licenses. It's sort of an older man, like thin, sort of gray hair, large build, making his way up the stairs casually and down the hallway into the room where his things are. Sally, from the closet, you and Professor Hinks both see the handle or the doorknob turn and the door push open. He makes his way into the room, tossing the jacket onto the sleeping bag, and pulls a couple of things out of his pocket and goes to open the large duffel bag on the other side of the room, in which Professor Hinks's trap is triggered. So the trap goes off. There is this loud noise, as if the room is like, it's almost like the sound of like a spray. You know what like a paint sprayer sounds like that sort of pressurized sound. It almost sounds like that, and there's a little bit of whistling, and you see, just as he sort of realized what's going on, there is this kind of like blast of pressure as the room is just filled with this very thin like spray of stuff. As this happens, he sort of stumbles back, and at the same time, Professor Hinks, ready to go, bursts out of the closet and starts to make his way into the room. As he does, the figure can't stop him. He's not here.
I know.
You see the figure, the sort of large older man, sort of stumble back, and then as he sort of catches himself on his back foot, he stops and freezes in place. And then you see, as he moves forward out of the closet, very excited look on his face as he catches himself on his front foot, Professor Hinks freeze in place. Still as a statue.
Was that what was supposed to happen?
Sal's gonna back up
Nope, no idea.
further into the closet.
Usually these things catch the demon and not the people. So, yeah.
Great.
No idea.
I'm going now. And Hector teleports into the room.
Hey, y'all,
With a flap of
remember
his
2
angel
weeks
wings.
ago when Rob picked "It Won't Work as You Intended"?
Yep.
So Sally, you were sort of backing into the closet, and you can feel just as a little bit of it kind of like as it starts to settle and like disperse throughout the room, you're like backed up, and you can feel kind of like your hands in front of you going a little bit stiff. It's not enough to totally get you, but yeah, you kind of tuck them in like get it off. And they, after a minute, they return to normal. Hector, you, with a flap of wings, teleport into the room. And as this mist hits you, you start to feel like you're moving very slowly as it has started to disperse around you. But you feel a little stiff. You don't stop moving completely, but you are sort of... You're having a hard time moving in here. It's like you're moving through, like, quicksand or like mud.
Target stopped. Professor stopped. Question mark. Hector moving slow.
Almost to the back door.
Hector, you probably should have waited like a few more minutes.
What is this?
I think it may have worked.
Professor?
Yeah, I don't know if he can hear you right now.
Yes, he is completely frozen, sort of half leaping out of the closet, look of just pure excitement on his face.
What about the other guy?
The other guy is stopped. I think looking at him, you can see coming from him sort of very, very small movements, kind of like he is like trying to turn his head. So he is not quite as stuck. Yeah, Professor Hinks might as well be made of stone right now. But yeah, you can see him sort of like just like little like small kind of like micro movements, like he's trying to move. And his eyes will move.
Okay. Good thing I did all that resistance training. And Hector starts pushing himself across the room towards the culprit to try to like make sure to get a hand on him.
Okay. You do so. Abby, you make it to the house this time. You weren't that far away.
Right. I'm gonna go to the back. Once I go in the back door, I'm going to seal it magically, just so he can't get out the back door, and he's gonna be forced to go out the front door, which has the, if you know, I don't know what's happening, so I'm just like, I assume something's gonna go wrong, so I'm just gonna seal the back door, and then I got the demon trap on the front door, so.
Okay. That sounds like you want to bar a place to a specific person or
sure
type of creature. Great. Let's use magic.
Using magic.
It's almost like occasionally there are rules to this game. And sometimes I remember them.
Let's make it weird, guys.
Oh, yeah.
9.
Yay. So you can bar this door and pick a glitch.
Abby bites her finger and seals with her blood over the crack in the door so that it. And she says some words. I'm using magic glitches.
She says some words.
Yeah.
You can take 1 harm, or you can.
Yeah, I'll take 1 harm.
Okay. So you take 1 harm, using the blood from your hand, from your finger to empower the spell.
Oh wait, no, I can't do that because somebody else has to take the harm, right? Because of Hex?
Ooh, hold please.
Whenever you use
No,
magic.
it's when you miss.
Oh, when you miss. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You can have someone else take the
Nope,
harm, I guess.
I don't
want to
do that.
But no, it is just when you miss. So on a partial success, that would be you. So
So
yes,
sorry.
you can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
So you bite into that finger, use the blood, empower the spell, and you bar the back door, so this person cannot exit.
And I'll start moving up the stairs quietly.
Okay, you make your way quietly up the stairs, probably just in time to see the door that's been left open. Hector moving across the room as this almost sort of shimmer, like mist is kind of settling around them. It's like a little damp, like it's a little humid up here now. It's a little damp, and it smells vaguely of hazelnut.
Did it
Kinda
work?
strange. But Hector moving as if he is sort of moving through mud and getting a hand on a frozen figure in the middle of the room, as well as a Professor Hinks perfectly frozen, half leaping out of a closet.
Seems like it's kind of working.
You should probably wait until. Sally, are you okay?
Yeah, my fingers got that like falling asleep tingle thing, but otherwise I think I'm good. We probably want to wait till that settles.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea, especially since it, supposedly was made for demons. Is he breathing?
Which one?
Both, either. Probably the professor first.
Towards the professor.
You all have never seen Hector work this hard.
Dragging the other guy behind me so I don't let go of him.
Yeah, so you saw Hector, you saw the man, the mystery man, sort of moving a little. You saw his eyes moving and stuff, so you make the assumption that he's either alive or dead and possessed by something. Your call. You make your way over to the professor, just eyes lit up with excitement. You wave your hand in front of his face. He doesn't move at all.
I hold my hand in front of his mouth. Like, do I feel like him breathing through his nose, or?
You feel just a little bit of airflow sort of coming in and out.
Still breathing.
Okay, good. Rex, it's not a live fire situation.
Excellent. I do have the monster cage on the Derpmobile.
I'm sorry, what?
I've got a monster cage on the vehicle. If we want to put it in there for transport.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna start bringing them back down.
Okay. Just there's a demon trap on the front door, so just make sure that he's gonna get locked into it if you pass him through there, and I sealed the back door, so.
Okay, out the window then.
Okay. You're grabbing both of them?
I'll be back for the doctor.
Be careful.
Hey, Abby, you think, if I, float over this stuff, has it settled enough? I feel bad not helping. I could probably lift both these guys easily.
I have no idea how he made this, so I can't tell you definitively what will help. I would... It was an aerosol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might take a little while to settle. So just hang tight.
I mean, is surface paralytic or is it?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Rex!
I mean, because it could have like an LN2 kind of component to it where they were flash frozen, or it could be some kind of adhesive. Ooh,
yeah, I don't know. Did you see him make it?
I did not.
Okay. Try sticking your hand in the air and see if that helps.
Oh, Sal does it. Yes.
Okay, Sally, you kind of around this corner in the closet you've backed into, you kind of edge out a little bit, stick your hand around, and you can feel your joints start to stiffen a little bit. It doesn't get much worse than that. You can still move them and everything. It seems like it is losing initial potency pretty quickly. So it's probably not going to freeze you. You're probably going to have to do a Hector.
Hector, straining, pushes open the window and tosses this guy out of the second floor window.
Hector, no. Okay.
He'll be fine.
I was going to say, Rex, we're
He
right
might
behind
run
you.
away.
Yep, both of us down the stairs.
Well, and then immediately after tossing him, Hector's already on the ground before he's hit there, using his angel wings to teleport down to the lawn.
Oh.
You let him hit the ground.
I catch him. I don't know if he's a demon yet. I'm not sure about this yet. No, I catch him.
That could just be a dude.
It could just be a dude. I'll catch him.
Okay, so you all, Hector, no, and then see Hector teleport down to the ground after chucking this man out the window and just catch him.
That was pretty cool.
Ajax could do that.
He can teleport?
Sally's gonna fly as high as she can in the room, like watching out for the ceiling fan and all that, and get through the window and go down.
What about the professor?
Oh yeah, shit. My bad.
He's gone for 5 minutes. Sally, you sort of fly up. You have an easier time than Hector does moving, because you don't have to like use your legs, your muscles to propel yourself while you fly. So you sort of shift down, moving a little slowly, pick the frozen professor up as he is sort of in this stance. Pick him up and fly him out the window. And you can see as the window is open, kind of the little bit of breeze starting to disperse this a little bit faster. You fly down, make your way down to the lawn where Hector is. Abby and Rex following down the stairs, I assume, not wanting to go into the scary trap room. So y'all make it out onto the back lawn, I suppose. I'm thinking about how this house is laid out in my brain. That's fine. I assume you wouldn't have wanted to go out onto the front lawn. So I'll say you make it out to the back lawn, with your two frozen friends. Hector and Sally pretty quickly start to shake this off. Sally, it takes you a little bit longer than Hector, but after a couple of minutes you can shake it off. You do see, while Professor Hinks's condition has not changed, the man that you are in the process of capturing, you can see a little bit more movement starting to sort of come from his fingers, and his face, as well as he is sort of looking around trying to figure out what is going
I'll
Truck?
go grab the.
Yeah.
I'll go running towards the truck, the Department of Economic Recreation Preparedness truck, and back it up.
Sal's gonna take her jacket off and cover his face.
Okay.
Wait, for the professor's face or the
No,
dude's face?
the dude's face.
Dude. Okay.
Black bag.
Okay.
We're not blackbagging the professor. He actually like did something. It bit him in the ass, but he did something.
I just assumed like you got like this really excited look on his face gets a little creepy after a minute. Just
All right. You take your jacket off, put it over. I forgot which alias I actually gave you guys.
Charles
I think it was
Daniels.
Charles Daniels. It was
Charles
Charles E.
Daniels.
Daniels. So we'll call him Charles, because I'm tired of saying
Chuck.
the man. Over who you know at this junction to be Charles. Toss the jacket over his head. Load him into the cage in the back of Rex's truck, and zoom off as if nothing ever happened.
Hector is going to sit in the cage with him to keep, because I'm assuming it's like is it closed off where we'll be able to see him in the back there, or is it just like completely?
That's what I assume, is that it's like the back half of the vehicle is the monster cage.
Yeah,
you know?
because I was imagining something like a police transport almost,
Yep.
where like, yeah, okay, so yeah, Hector will sit back there with him. Still has like the hammer sitting to the side, waiting for him to defrost enough to have a conversation.
Sal's
does
not
as well.
leaving him alone.
Yeah.
I guess we're all back there then.
Yeah. Wait, who's driving? Rex is? Okay.
Zoom Rex.
I was
Or
like,
truck.
Rex is old enough to drive.
Well, and again, you have to imagine little Rex driving
Yeah.
this M-Rap, you know,
Yeah.
she's probably got like
She's got a
wooden
booster
blocks.
seat?
Yeah, wooden blocks on the thing. You know.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so who's in the back?
Everyone else?
Everyone but Rex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
we'll put the professor in the front seat.
Okay, so Rex,
Look out
put
the side.
Professor Hinks.
Looking out
Just
the window.
leaning.
We
He
can
can't
bet
put him
Bernie's-
in the seat. He's leaning
Uh-huh.
against the
Yeah.
front seat.
Okay, so you put Professor Hinks
Shotgun.
in the passenger seat, and Rex, you drive your friends. Where are we going? Back to the Haven?
No.
I don't know.
Warehouse?
Yeah. Warehouse.
So
We
make
get there
the-
and it's set up for a date night with a movie.
Oh yeah. No, Win
I
would have
think
taken that couch back.
Okay. Win and Vic
The-
went
no.
on a date night.
They had a date
Okay.
night and Win set up. Yeah.
I
There
think
are
that was the
some-
last time we went there, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Rex, you drive. You start to make your way across town to the part of the city with these warehouses. As you do, your friend Charles with the jacket over his head starts to move kind of a little bit more and a little bit more. And eventually he can't totally lift his arms, but eventually from under the jacket you all kind of hear him muffled, "What the fuck?"
Hey, Charlie, you're awake. Can someone zip tie him? Let's zip tie him.
Can you move your fingers? I don't want to break your arms.
Kind of like wiggles his fingers a little bit. You can see his forearms like shifting a little bit, but
Give it another minute.
Fine. I'm gonna take my jacket back.
I'll check his vitals.
it's fine. If a bit stiff.
Okay, just don't try anything, all right?
So, Chuck. What's
What
up?
the fuck?
Were you asking for Sally?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Who was then?
Colleagues of mine.
They got names?
Sure.
What are they?
Don't know.
Want to elaborate?
No. Not really.
Are you being paid?
No. This is kind of a shit way to start a conversation.
Okay.
Hi.
Let's. Hi. I'm Hector. Nice to meet you.
Is it?
Mhm.
Could be.
You've been bothering a friend of mine. Your colleagues.
I know.
You want to tell us why?
No. You put a trap in my go bag and froze me, put a jacket over my head, and threw me in a cage.
And you
No.
threatened a man and his family, so.
No, I didn't.
When you show up asking the sort of questions that you did, that sort of is implied as a threat.
Is he lying?
Nope, he's not. I haven't
So far,
spoken to your
true.
friend. I haven't spoken to your friend.
Okay.
Check the house.
Your colleagues, are these actual colleagues or the kind of colleagues that you are hunting?
I don't think I understand the question.
Who are these colleagues?
Colleagues.
What do you do?
Why is that any of your business? Again, you put a trap in my go bag, you froze me with some weird, vaguely coffee smelling shit. You put a jacket over my head. You threw me out a window, by the way.
I caught you.
You still threw me out a window. And then you put me in a cage. Like I said, not the best way to start a conversation.
Well, we're gonna have to get somewhere in this conversation. You're gonna be in this box for a very long time.
I could just go into his brain and get it.
You can do that.
You can
I try.
Who are you? Well,
I'm Hector.
you two. I know you.
Who does he say that to? Hector?
Sally.
Colleagues.
Colleagues.
Look, we just want to make sure people are safe, and if you're after someone, if your friends are after someone, we just need to know what we're supposed to be doing here. And I know that this is a lot, and I know that this is not what you wanted to be doing today, but it is what's happening. And if you want this to be over quickly, then you need to speak quicker.
How old are you?
Old enough.
18, 19.
And
Bunch of fucking children.
I think I'm the youngest one, to be honest. But
Who are you calling a child, prick?
I ever do to you?
You invoked my name to scare the shit out of some innocent people.
Again,
Why are you here, and what do you want?
I haven't done any of that.
Okay, they're your
watched the
colleagues.
And checked the house. I haven't done anything you're accusing me of. And you put me in a cage. But I'm the prick.
But so far, no lies. Okay.
All right. I think if he's not going to give us any sort of answers, I think it is brain magic time, because clearly this guy's just going to be an asshole.
How do you know me?
Tell you what, Tell me where we're going. Unfreeze me. Give me a beer. I'll tell you.
Actually, we can't unfreeze you any faster than you're already being unfrozen. I have
Yeah.
no idea what that was.
So one of those is sort of being done.
You let me out of this cage and you swear you won't kill me, I'll talk to you. But not till then.
And lie?
Nope. Tell the truth.
Seems
Like
on
I
the up
said.
and up.
Are you
Rexy
Like I
says.
said, if y'all are gonna keep doing this as, I don't know, a hobby, a living, whatever it is you're doing, you might want to work on your people skills.
Are you human?
Maybe. Partially.
All right. I still think you're an asshole, but fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
I think
pretty
you're a prick
noticeable.
for throwing me out a window.
Rex, can you stop by that liquor store?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if we needed to, munch you up or whatever. And so yeah, Rex will stop at either a gas station or something where she could park the MRAP out of the view of the place itself, like on the side of the gas station or whatever. Am I getting beers or what?
Oh, no, I'm getting them. You stay put.
No, I don't think we should open the back door.
And Hector's getting them.
I don't think we should open the back door. Oh,
Hector can bamf immediately out of it.
right.
He can't bamf out of it. It's a cage. It's a monster-proof cage.
Like you're stuck in this cage with him.
I'm not
Yeah,
stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Get here with me.
Who's going into the liquor store?
I guess Rex is going into the liquor store.
Send the professor.
One of those, please. And
Put him on, put him
One
on
of
rollerblades.
Weekend at Bernie's style. I would like one of those. Yeah, so Rexy being Rexy tries to buy beer at this place.
we have a good enough fake ID.
Do they care?
I don't think they care.
It's a college
perfect.
town. Nobody
Yeah,
checks.
it's a college town. I honestly,
So, okay,
I don't think
cool.
they give a shit.
Awesome. And Rexy's all happy with herself. Bops back across and slides the six, gets in the driver's seat and slides it back to the cage, the six pack.
Sal like takes it off with her teeth.
He like very slowly. This fucking sucks. Grabs it.
It can be over with as soon as you want. So,
I thought you said you couldn't unfreeze me.
I mean, you leaving this place, not the unfreezing. No, there's nothing I can do about that.
Could put you in a
Yeah.
microwave or something.
I don't
We
think
do-
it's freezing.
Yeah, but I think maybe you're right. Maybe we should follow up on the professor's work from now on.
Thank you. So, you have your beer. Who are your colleagues?
Family.
I really
Brothers.
love to play 20 questions with you,
time.
but I don't want to. So, just answer the questions in a way that will make it satisfactory for everyone. so we
Sorry,
don't
the
have to
other
keep asking.
stipulation was out of the cage. So when we get where we're going,
But you're still gonna be. We're not just gonna let you go.
I'm pretty sure you can catch me.
He can't get far.
He kind of.
I've seen people do the robot before. It's easy to fake. I'm just saying.
Your deal to make, lassie.
Rexy's dying in the front seat after Abby says that. And then, of course, popping and locking.
Shortly after, I'll say you make it to the warehouse. What do you want to do?
Get in. Boom.
All right, pop open the back, I guess.
Alrighty. It opens.
Hector hoists him by the back of his jacket and carries him, setting him down.
What stuff are you made of?
You don't want to find out, so tell us what you know.
That wasn't bad, Hector. That's good.
Thank you.
I take it you're not usually the threat type.
Me? No.
I mean, look at him.
I don't normally need to.
I mean, fair. All right. What do you want to know?
Who are your colleagues?
Why are you threatening our friends?
Why are your colleagues threatening our friends?
And why do they know me?
And what do they want with her?
Up front. I like it. Fine. My brothers are after your friend there. Because they don't like that she's daddy's favorite.
So they're descendants of the same father?
My father was human.
No, but Salgon's the chosen one, taking their place.
Oh, I see.
They don't like.
Who's your daddy?
And what does he do?
Rexy is gurgling a cackle. Just
Sal, you work for him. Give you that thing you carry around on your back.
Yeah.
So, daddy's favorite employee, his adopted daughter, takes his son's places. She's the favorite, she's not even his.
So they want to kill her?
Yeah. And do the job she's supposed to do at the same time. They can look better than you and take you out. Daddy will love them again.
And what's your ancestry?
The human side's not important. But you've heard of the Herald of the Scarned?
Yeah.
I see some recognition and some confusion.
I have not.
me neither. I am Googling it though.
You remember that deal I had to take, Rex?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my new boss.
Oh, because this says it's a Finnish metal band.
And no.
For
Okay.
those in the
Older,
back, Abby's not asking this, but I am. What was his name?
Zatharon?
Zatharon.
Oh, okay, that's what.
Go. Answer your questions.
Okay.
So why were you there?
Grunt work, mostly. Scouting. Seeing if the house is warded.
It is.
It is now. Good work.
I can do better than that. So, how do we get your brothers to leave Sal alone?
You won't.
So we have to kill them.
Try. They want to end this. It's a complicated family situation. Deals have been made over this prophecy once before. Cryly boy wiggled out.
What do you know about him?
Enough.
And what does he have to do with this?
You don't know. I know he died and fell off a radar.
Which means he's not important to you guys anymore, right?
No. Smart move, that. Not many people get away.
Isn't Zatheron an angel?
No.
Who is the angel?
You mean Azariel.
Oh. I'm sorry, I wasn't there for that.
Oh, I know that
I
name.
know more about your friends than you do.
I was gone for a while.
So, it's complicated. Prophecies and all that. Crowley boy got out, and the boys are tired of this hanging over them. Sally in the mix, taking their place, getting all of Daddy's love. They're running wild. What those heathens don't know is that they don't have the full prophecy.
But you do.
Yeah, I do.
What are your allegiances?
My allegiances are to me, as far as I'm concerned.
So
I'll help the family because they'll kill me if I don't.
I mean, is nobody gonna ask what's the full prophecy?
He's not going to tell us. He's going to want payment.
You talk to Ellie. She didn't give it to you.
The Fae thing? Ellie?
What?
No. The seer.
What?
What?
It
We
didn't come
didn't
through
hear
whatever you said.
I know she kept my letters.
Your R. What's your name, pretty one?
Rowan.
Like the tree.
Oh, I thought like riders in Lord of the Rings.
Rohan. Rowan.
Yeah, that was Rexy. That was Rexy, not GB.
Good one. Funny bunch.
So what's the full prophecy?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna want payment.
I got a
Throw
great.
me out a window.
I got a great payment.
We
won't
caught
let-
you. It was a ride. What?
That's what I didn't ask to be on.
I want to be smashed on the ground too. I'm just saying.
Listen, My brothers are already gonna have me murdered for everything I've told you here, so
So then what do you have to lose?
pride mostly.
Or you could help us. We could kill your brothers, and then you won't have a problem.
He kind of looks over all of you. Two of you maybe could stand up to one of them. I'm not sure about the other two yet.
Which two?
Damn it, Hector.
Why don't you guess? Make it a game.
We've fought demons before.
Sure.
Without one of them. She looks over at Hector. It's your choice. You can either run away from your family or help us, and we'll take care of it.
Listen, I don't doubt you can kill a couple of lesser demons. It's sort of the big man I'm worried about. The Herald of the Scorned has a certain way of doing things.
To your father?
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that one.
Yeah. You don't get to pick your family.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How can we resolve this then?
Excellent question.
Where are your brothers?
Don't know. Preparing. Somewhere. I assume.
And
Tell
what
you
are their
what.
names?
I'm not gonna give you that. But I'll give you the second half of the prophecy they don't have. And you owe me a favor.
And your blood.
What for?
Well, if they have the same blood as you do, then it can be used in spells against them.
Fine.
I don't like owing favors to demons.
Oi. Half.
Either way, we've got you in a bit of a bind here. We'll let you go when you give us the information. I think that's a better deal.
Better deal for you. But as far as I'm concerned, I can die in this warehouse, or I can die once my brothers figure out I've betrayed them.
Or you
Told
can
you their
help us
plan.
and stay with us, and you won't have to do either.
I
You
think
look
we
like
have
you
enough
wanna say
leverage here.
something, big guy.
Hmm?
Go on.
I think we have enough leverage here that we don't owe you anything for this information.
Kill me then.
Guys, I've got, a proposition. And Rexy gets up off the steps from the MRAP and it's like, so instead of letting them go, we can hand them over to Banshee and they can live in a facility for ever and be studied and poked and prodded and tested and advancing science.
Do you like science?
Roll to manipulate.
Ooh, wrong sheet. Manipulate is... Oh, not my strong
Doesn't
suit.
have to be Rex. A couple people have gone in on this, so.
Yeah, I've got a +1.
I'm not very charming.
I got a 0, so...
This one.
-1.
Should
He
I
runs
roll
in the
this one?
family. Yeah.
Yeah.
This group.
I imagine
Go for
Hector's
it.
been standing near
Rexy
the
wasn't
front.
manipulating. Rexy was threatening. So,
Man, it stays like this. I wish I was still win. Let's see. That's an 8.
Okay. Hector, since you're leading the charge, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show them you mean it.
Oh boy.
Go on then, big guy. You want to kill me now?
Hector. Try to decide what's more threatening. No. Hector, the spark of electricity summons the hammer back into his hands and just like wallops him straight square in the chest, like near the solar plexus with it, like with the end of the hammer driving him backwards and then onto the cement floor, where he leaves the hammer resting on top of him, sort of pinning down on top of his like with one knee resting on his chest, and just like leans down, not like looking angry or no sign of like animosity really there, but just saying, "You can give us the information or I'll kill you right now, like I've killed a few of your kind already."
He like takes a breath, coughs a little bit. All right, Thor. Jesus.
No,
Again,
wrong
I'm not
pantheon.
Thor, I'm Hector. Thor's like a cousin.
Does he know you have his hammer?
This isn't, it looks listen, those Marvel movies did a lot of disservice to, there's a lot they got wrong, okay?
Hector, just bring him back over here, please.
Touch the nerve. All right.
Banishes the hammer
Get
and
off
then
me.
yanks him back up off the ground.
Fine. How much of the prophecy do you have, Salgos?
Doomed daughter. Son of Grace.
Even less than them, then.
Always the last to know.
They are working with the doomed daughter will destroy the Son of Grace, and the kin who spills her blood will prosper. They don't have the rest. The doomed daughter will destroy the Son of Grace, and the kin who spills her blood will prosper. And when the Father's flame burns those kin, the hell mouth will open and the crines will appear.
And the what will appear?
The crowns?
That doesn't sound good.
agreed. Crowns, Hellmouth, bad combo.
So unless you can kill him, you got a couple options. As far as they're concerned, you could do it. Kill the Son of Grace, join the family. All that. Or they'll kill him, they'll kill you. What they don't know is what will happen to them once they do.
Which is what?
Their
No.
father's gonna kill them and then open the hellmouth.
If you read the prophecy literally, they're gonna burn alive under Daddy's hellfire. And I hope I'm there to watch.
I don't think you'll be excluded.
Having a dead man walking for 100 years. Not afraid.
What do the crowns refer to?
Don't know. Not an oracle. Don't talk to the fates.
Ellie knows, though, doesn't she?
Probably.
Who's Ellie?
The one who foretold the prophecy.
She's still alive?
Yep.
Okay.
Right? Where is she? We can ask her some questions.
Probably not the best time to know that.
And already did. She didn't say shit.
Okay. Well, it sounds to me like we need to kill them then before they have a chance to do any of this. They can't burn. Hellmouth can't open.
That's a
Yep.
fair assumption.
And who is the son of Grace? We probably need to protect them.
Could be you.
Or Daniel.
That'd be my guess.
Okay. Well, if it's Daniel, we'll keep doing what we're doing then. And I can take care of myself.
Sal just
roll.
walks out of the warehouse.
Okay. Blood, please.
Sure. Deal's a deal. He holds out his arm.
Abby takes the 10 minutes to extract a bag of blood. I have 2 bags of demon blood now.
Ew. So, what now?
Well, I guess that's up to you, right? I mean, ideally, they don't get the rest of the prophecy, so we either kill you or you help us, and we can protect you.
Is that not what I've been doing?
And by that, I mean you stick with us. We can protect you too.
I don't need you to protect me.
Listen, I know you all have been really on this recruitment train sort of thing, but I think we should start thinking about who we're letting into the little club here.
I'm not saying that we're letting him into the club. I'm saying that we're offering him protection.
Oh.
If they get a hold of him and they find out the prophecy, the rest of the prophecy, then, I mean, it could be problematic.
I mean, I could just dump him a few thousand miles away.
But can't their brothers maybe do the same thing you can do? I mean,
Sally can't. What are their capabilities?
My brothers.
Mhm.
Chaos, general revelry. Usually there's fire involved. It's not really my cup of tea.
So you've met Travis.
Well, how do you like the Greek Isles? I'll drop you off over there. You tell us where to find your brothers. Then they're not going to get their hands on you.
Like I said, I don't know where they hole up.
Okay.
I should be able to find their locations with this blood.
All right.
And they weren't lying. They don't know. Okay.
Well, I'm still going to put you somewhere. And now that I know you well enough, we'll come find you if we need anything.
And if you try to double cross us or something, I have your blood. So.
Still offer on the table. Could tuck them away in a banshee facility.
They said they don't want our protection.
Just
Because it is.
an offer. That's it. Cool. Whatever.
We're going to have to talk about this banshee thing because that's also a word that I don't know much about. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It's for science. Rexy says, but she has kind of an evil smile.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions before I send this guy away?
No, if we need to get in contact with you, how can we?
Oh, I don't know where I'll be.
I
You
can
have a
find
phone?
him.
Okay.
Perfect.
Have
Well, let's
fun
go, big guy.
in the
Road
sun.
trip.
Well,
Road trip. There's about a 50% chance you're going to end up somewhere else than I'm wanting to put you, but we'll figure that out. And Hector's going to grab onto him and whoosh away.
Rexy's waving.
Whoosh away. Rex, he gives you a little salute.
I do have to roll for this one if
Yes, you do.
Okay,
Plus
that's
weird.
weird. Minus weird. That's a 3.
oh my god.
Where are you trying to go?
Like I said, the Greek Isles is where I was thinking of. On a miss, well, so it's on a 10 plus, you go where you wanted. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Either you all appear in the wrong place or you're all separated. Doesn't give the ramifications on a miss.
Okay. You all hear the flap. Well, Sally, you're outside, so you don't. You all hear the. Sally, you do. You all hear the flap of angel wings inside the warehouse. Hector and Rowan, as he salutes Rex, disappear. Sally, Hector appears next to you outside the warehouse. Rowan is gone.
Oh shit, I dropped him.
Where?
I'll go find him. Gonna try to teleport to Rowan.
You try to teleport to Rowan. Nothing happens.
That's not good.
You didn't go anywhere.
I can't get a reading on where he's at.
Did you kill him?
No. No. He just might be in a... Oof. That's not good.
He might be in an oof. No, that is not good.
I mean, it's sort of interplanar travel. It could be somewhere... You know, I'm going to do a couple laps, see if I find him in a tree or something, just in
Are
case.
you telling me he's in space right now?
Hector disappears.
Oh.
A little embarrassed.
Abby turns to Rex. Are we not intimidating? I feel like people don't think I'm intimidating.
No, they completely underestimate us.
But that's good, right? I mean, that's a tactical thing, except for when we're trying to make somebody scared of us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we're more doers. I think people, once you magic them up or once I science them, they might change their mind.
Yeah. I don't know. I learned a lot when I was working with Ajax, but it's like a lot of hard choices.
And can he teleport to you like he did with the Monster Club thing? I mean that's kind of cool because no matter where you are, he could visit.
Yeah, no, he can teleport the same way Wind teleports, and so can I. So.
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe I should work on something like that. And Betsy gets that off in her own space look.
There's a flap of angel wings, and Hector returns.
How was the islands?
Was it warm?
Hector would have popped over to where he had intended to go to see if Rowan was there, and I assumed that he wasn't there.
No, he was not there.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually very nice right now. Definitely would encourage visiting if I mean that part's the truth. It is, I assume it's very nice. Was the weather okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very nice. It's very nice this time of year, which is it was hot.
It's very hot. Bad news. I don't know where Rowan ended up. Good news. I didn't find any parts of him anywhere, so he didn't get spliced in the transmission.
Sorry, wait. What?
Sometimes things can get sort of torn apart in the travel. Like I said, it's not really like a linear travel. It's kind of, well, you like imagine taking a map and sort of folding it in half, and then you just sort of punch a hole through that, and that's kind of the way that that's how it was explained to me. Anyway, I dropped him.
Quantum fold theory, yeah.
I dropped him in a sort of metaphorical set. Again, it's not like physical. I don't know where he is, and I can't get to him, which makes me think he's probably not on this planet.
Hector?
Yes.
I'm very disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in myself. I'm sorry.
Do better next time.
All right. This is why I don't travel with you guys, just so you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there like cool dimensional planes, like Elysium Fields and cool stuff like that, or is it just space folding?
Mostly abyssal voids that the longer you stare into, the more insane you grow. It's
dodge that. Gotcha. Okay.
We need to do some research.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know if he pops back up.
Thanks. Grabs the bag of blood, like pushes it all up through the. Just gave blood recently, so he just pushed up the tube, seal it up. Let's go back to the Haven. Have you been to the Haven? You've been to the Haven, right?
Me? Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, just meet us there, I guess.
So, you think he's coming back for his stuff? Should we snag it?
I'll go grab it.
Where'd Sally go?
She walked out.
She was just outside last time I saw her.
Okay. I'll go check on her. Abby like shuffles out. She's just got a bag of blood in her hand and she like peeks out the door.
She's sitting up against the building.
Hey.
Hey, Hector chucked Rowan into space.
Yeah, we had that conversation. She sits down. You okay?
Nope.
You know, prophecies are tricky from what I've read. And this one is very vague. So, I mean, you might not even be the doomed daughter. It could be me. I mean, it could be anyone. Doomed is such a broad term.
My name is literally Daughter of Doom. It's my full title is Salgoth's Daughter of Doom. It's kind of on the nose, I think.
Well, if you could call me the Daughter of Doom, it doesn't. I mean, I'm just saying we don't know. We don't know until it happens, and all we can do is prepare for it, right?
Yeah.
You know, growing up with my family wasn't always the best because they weren't there. And when they were there, they just wanted to buy me things to make up for the times that they weren't. And I didn't want things. And I never really had a family until you guys came around. And you are literally my family, but also my chosen family. So, I mean, I'm going to do anything I can to protect you, and I think everyone feels the same. I mean, I guess everyone probably feels this. I don't know about Hector yet. He's kind of scary.
He's a bit of a himbo, but he's okay. He's got his heart in the right place, I think.
Yeah, he's just very loud.
He's really loud, right?
Yeah.
Like just
boom. Like there's like a rumble when he speaks.
He does on text too. It's just all capital.
I have noticed that, and I wanted to talk to him about it, but I didn't know if that'd be rude or not.
It's fine. I am so over being worried about me. At this point, I'm just really pissed that it involves all of you now, too.
Well, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I thought I made at least a lateral move. No.
Do you want to go kill an archdemon?
I don't think we got much of a choice, kid.
Well, we could figure out a loophole. You guys did it with Wynn.
Yeah. Apparently that pissed him off too, so bonus.
Yeah. There's always a way out, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with punching. But it could, if you wanted to. I'm just saying.
Just know my strengths, yeah. Sort of nudges her with his shoulder.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Glad you're back.
Me too. You want to hit the books?
Yeah. Yeah, let's figure out where this Hellmouth is.
Mm-hmm. Figure
and,
out more about the brothers.
And the crowns.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sal.
Eh.
Do you think I'm intimidating?
You can be.
Okay.
You gotta play to your strengths. Like, people don't always like know that I could kick their ass, but then like I kick their ass and they're like, oh shit, she can kick my ass. I've like worked on that, but you know, I can just follow it up. I don't think people are going to be intimidated by you physically, but I mean, as soon as you open your mouth, they're just going to be like, oh, and shut up. So in that way, probably.
Okay.
Research. She'll get up, like, pick Abby up.
Oh. Get up myself.
Yeah, all right. To the library.
You regroup and get ready to head off to do some research. Right there, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us so far. We'll be back in a very short few minutes to see what happens next. So stick around. Don't get lost in space. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. We are going to pick back up where we left off as the gang heads back to the Haven to do some research. What do you like to do?
Research. Please.
Sal would like to call Haley.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't want to get Gwyn in quite yet. And Father Donovan said if we need help, he would help. But she doesn't trust that. So Haley's okay.
Okay. Fuck, where was Haley from?
She's English.
6?
I feel like that's
Irish
right.
for the
She
last
wasn't.
half hour, and
I
I
know.
don't do anything else.
I'm sorry.
She was Essex.
I know, but I've been doing Irish for the last half hour.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do anything else.
If she comes out Irish, it's okay.
Love Island.
Think
Might just
yeah,
be
think
Irish.
about Love Island, Chris. While you're thinking about
I
that,
don't think I can do it.
Sally,
Yeah.
do you know what fates this prophet talked to? Like who they? Did you ever talk to them?
Yeah. I went over. Did she give me the letter?
She did, yes.
She gave me this. It's got the R on there, which I'm assuming is this Rowan asshole.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna see if Huh can help me here, but I think it's a little bit out of his wheelhouse.
I'm gonna see if I can call in some help too.
From?
The fangs.
Oh. Do you want to call Win first?
He's on vacation, and this is, you know, the hand thing. The thing on his hand.
Yeah.
That
You guys
was
got
this
rid of
guy.
that by killing him. Yeah, I watched it on the videotape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was this guy, Zatheron.
Yeah. So you think that wasn't that something that Win did on his own? It didn't have anything to do with the fangs?
Yeah. I just mean I don't want to get him tangled up again in it if I don't have to.
Should we tell them to extend their vacation?
Maybe.
Well, let's see what we find out and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you guys are talking about fates, do you mean like Stygian witches? And Rex has like a glass eye she pulled out of her messenger bag, and she's like, moving it around like the movie.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. She just kind of whispers.
Wash your hands.
I feel like that should have been my first question, but I didn't even think about that. I was just like, I just assumed that was something that Rex would have. Huh. But yeah, Rex, every religion has some sort of fate, thing. Some of them are the Greek ones. If it was like she spoke to the Egyptian fates, then I could help, but I don't know.
I mean, we could go back to her apartment. She lives here.
Really?
Eh.
Okay. Well, let's get all the information we can first, and then we'll go talk to her again.
All right.
Can Hector do research?
He's better at
He
research
can
than magic.
Help. Yes. He can help with research.
Why don't we pair up then? One person help one and one person help another or something.
Okay.
I'll take Hector.
Go for it.
Rexy tries to get Hector to like do computer stuff to help in the research.
I'm imagining that scene from the first Incredibles movie where Mr. Incredible's in the cubicle and like trying to type at the keyboard. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm picturing here.
All right.
And Rexy's not expecting much. Like she's just kind of like being around him, and she's actually doing it all on a tablet like behind him. But she's like leaning over his shoulder, like, oh, click that one, kind of thing.
Did she give him a controller that wasn't plugged in? Is that what's happening here?
No, it had to be a keyboard that was plugged in. But
Hector is smart enough to know he's not a toddler.
No.
But
he can use a computer.
Metaphorically. I mean metaphorically.
We want to push the narrative and play with it. So yeah, anyway, that's it. She's like I said, she's doing the stuff on the tablet and kind of, if he has to help, it helps. So
Perfect.
I will roll some smarts.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have an investigate roll from you.
Oh, and I need it. 6.
Yikes.
6.
Yeah, I will try to help. I imagine Hector has a set of those like the blue light filtering glasses that he puts on when he's on, because he doesn't spend a lot of time on the computers, but he's worried that they'll affect his eyes. And he has perfect eyesight and doesn't want to lose that. So.
Okay. You would like to help?
Uh-huh.
That is plus cool.
Okay. I do have a plus
There,
1 in
Hector's
that.
got a pair of these on.
All right, that is an 8.
Okay, so that's a partial success. All right, so excuse me. You do give Rex a plus 1. But you also expose yourself to trouble or danger. Okay, what are the two of you looking for? So you can ask one question, one general question off the list or out your brain. What are you looking for?
Should have thought of that. You got
So
something?
we're trying to find the siblings of this Rowan. I would say Hector would suggest two things. I think Hector, going a little more of like the supernatural route here, would say if there's a collection of like either demons or half demons, because we don't know if they're full-blooded or half-blooded, there would be omens or signs or something in an area. So maybe looking for signs of wherever like a group of demons might be gathering to try to narrow our search here.
Okay.
Sounds awesome.
Certainly. So between the two of you, you start looking for omens, your classic demon omens, animals dying out of the blue storms, that kind of thing. And you do find a little bit of something. It is a couple of events like this that have been going on probably for the last 3 weeks or so. There has been a serious uptick in like lightning storms, sort of right outside Cedar Grove, kind of past that warehouse district, kind of out in that general area. You notice an uptick in like odd weather activity.
This looks promising.
Right. Good. So I'm assuming they're probably out that way. Just need to see if we can narrow it down some more.
Yeah, well, I'll pin this and yeah, share it with the others. Yeah, little bing and probable demon sign, you know, a map marking.
Okay. Yeah, you send the area to
And
everyone else.
I have a suggestion for the possible danger if you don't have anything.
I will take suggestions.
Maybe Rexy, not thinking, like logged in and was using part of Banshee computer stuff, and you know, she being a little too waifu on the Hector thing, was letting Hector type on the thing, and maybe Banshee was like, who the hell is this, you know, sort of deal.
Okay.
So they maybe are aware of Hector at this point.
Keep that in mind. We'll see.
There's just like, they took a shot from the webcam on the computer that we're using. It's just Hector like looming over the computer typing.
But he's wearing glasses, so they'll never be able to find him.
Yeah, they can't.
That's right. Clark Kent.
All right. Yeah, so you send that out to the rest of the group and continue looking. Sally, you wanted to make a phone call.
Yeah.
To Haley.
Yeah.
All right. So you call her up. After a couple of rings, there is a click on the other end of the line, and she picks up. Goes, "Hello."
Hey, it's Sal.
Sal. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I don't think it's gonna be much of a pleasure.
No, it never is a few people.
Yeah, sorry about that. I really wish I was just inviting you out for a drink, but
Well, me too, but here we are. What's wrong?
Yeah. Might have some news on that whole prophecy front.
Okay, is there a reason you're talking like this?
I don't like it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Not
Not like a curse, it's just an attitude. All right.
Yeah. Apparently your cowboys were at least partially right. They just didn't have all the information.
No shit.
Yep.
I assume you're calling because you got the rest of it.
Yep.
You want to share? Or...
You ever heard anything called the Crowns?
Like the show?
Probably not, although hadn't thought of that. Might be really interesting. Maybe just Claire Foy and Olivia Colman appear.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Anyway.
with you. Crowns. I mean, pertaining to what?
A Hellmouth?
Whew.
Hey, when I do it right. What can I say?
Yeah, right. I don't think is a word I'd use.
Yeah.
Wow, Hellmouth.
Uh-huh.
I haven't had one of those in a while. Crowns.
Where was the last one? Just out of curiosity.
Up north. Alpharetta.
Hmm.
Yeah. Crowns. Well, I mean, generally, when you're opening a Hellmouth, you want stuff to come through. So, I mean, going out on a limb here is probably not literal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know who's opening it?
There's a couple steps.
Sure.
I'm supposed to kill a son of grace, and then kin are supposed to spill my blood. They'll prosper, but then another demon will burn them in flames, and that will open a hellmouth, and the crowns will appear. It's kind of complicated. It's like very mousetrappy, but you know,
yeah.
prophecies.
Be that way. I mean, well, if it's demons you're dealing with, then it's probably a big boss scenario.
Great.
Get the little ones to open the door, burn them up, take the power. Daddy comes through. Seen it before.
Awesome.
Could be wrong, but while they tend to be complicated, they also tend to be kind of literal.
Cool. Do you mind just looking into some of that verbiage? I can give it to you again. Just maybe don't tell the father yet.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna find.
Father's flames. Yeah, really don't tell the father.
Okay, you
Oh,
sound like
shit.
you're making that face. Should I be concerned?
Keep Father Donovan completely away from this.
Okay.
I'm paranoid. Obviously, I'm just reading you a prophecy about hellmouths. Just don't tell him about it. But if you don't mind doing a little research, I'd appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Again, I don't know if I'm going to find anything you already haven't. That you already have, but...
Just covering my bases.
yeah, I'll take a look. I'll call you if I find anything.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anything else I should know about? Like... Going in.
Guy's name is Zatheron.
Right. Right.
Big demon.
Horned.
Yeah, Harold. Yeah, that guy.
Right. Oh, that motherfucker keeps popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Stay safe.
Yep, you too.
I'll hit the books.
Thanks.
Always. Bye, Sal.
Bye.
Hanged up.
Should I have told her I've got it? No, I shouldn't have. Should I have though? And Abby,
What?
you're talking about how like things are literal, but they could be like really vague, right?
Uh-huh.
What if this father is not their father?
What do you mean?
Just says when the father's flames.
Right. Yeah, it could be a priest or my father, or I mean, like a father. I mean, that's very unlikely because my father isn't. Anyways, but that's just why I'm making a list of all the possible, at least the things that we know, of all the possible meanings behind the words.
Yeah.
Are you sure that they said it was about you?
That's what everyone's assuming.
Because, I mean, the kin could be me. I could be the one who has to kill you. Or...
I mean, you'd prosper, but then you'd get burned alive.
I'm not saying I'm going to or I want to. I'm just saying there's a lot of possibilities.
There's a couple ways we could swing this.
I'm already pretty prosperous at this point, but...
Yeah.
So... Yeah, there's just a lot of possibilities. We'll need to speak to this girl, the seer.
Yeah. I don't see a way around this, Abs.
I mean, we could not do it. Like the whole, if this is about you, the doomed daughter will destroy the son of grace. You're step one. Just don't do it.
I mean, I'm not going to.
Yeah, so that'll be fine.
Yeah, let's go see this Ellie lady again.
Okay, I'm gonna just do a bit of research on this situation.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Okay. So
I'd like to do some research, please.
If you would like to do some research, what would you like to research?
So you guys found out where the demons were, right?
They found
we
a
have
pattern of some
Mhm.
omens.
So I guess Abby is going to research my notes real quick. Abby's gonna research well, she wasn't there last time we researched Zathron, right?
No. She was not.
So I think she's gonna research him and the family tree. Like any mention she can find of him and his children, his capabilities, his status, his children's status in the world, their aliases, all that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to investigate.
All right, plus sharp. Let's go, Abby. And I get a plus. Let's see. Take a +1 forward on because I use magic. Not plus 10. That is a 7.
Okay. So you would get one question. So you want to look specifically for Zathron and his lineage?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You
See if I can put a face to these people names, you know.
Yeah. You find a little bit of information. It's not a name that is easy to find. It's not a name that has been written down very often. You do have access to the notes from previous research on Zathron, from the original demonologist that was sort of obsessed with proving that demons existed, and that they interfered in mortal affairs. To remind everybody, because that was 17 years ago that we did that. His name was Gideon Dwin. I'll put him in the chat as well for you. So essentially, what you know from before is that this demonologist, who existed before Aleister Crowley and before sort of that era, was so intent on proving that demons not only existed but interfered in mortal affairs, that he did all of these magical experiments, caught the attention of Zathron, who bestowed some magical knowledge upon him in exchange for his service. In particular, bestowed luck and protection upon him at the expense of those who scorned him. Thus, we have the saga of Win Crowley. There is some mention, as you sort of follow this thread and sort of try to find more about Gideon Dwin, sort of the original like apostle of Zathron, of humans who, much like Sally's father, died in his service for various reasons. Some of them spawning half demon creatures. It is hard. A lot of this is not documented, right? So it is hard to sort of follow those lineages. You get a couple of names here and there, but it's hard to follow for the most part. The couple of last names that you do get, one of them is Dunlevy. And one of them is Dwyer. Family names.
Okay. Abby like removes her glasses after like however long this has taken. I really need to finish that spell that makes me stop time for longer. Okay. I'm ready.
We've got more than we had when we saw her last time, so maybe she'll talk.
Yeah. What was she like last time you went?
Dismissive, annoyed we were there, not helpful. Made me leave all my weapons at the door.
Why do we keep running into people like that?
I don't know.
Should we bring Hector?
Yeah. Let's get something pretty to look at. I mean, like, I brought Travis and Rex last time. Yeah, grab Hector.
Do you think Hector is attractive?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
I guess.
Trying to be objective here. I mean, it's not my thing. I mean, You know. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did you forget that there were cameras in the lab?
We didn't. Do you have a camera in his room?
No, not in his room, but I have a camera in everywhere else. Like on the couch.
Hector!
Yeah?
Road trip.
Where are we going?
Thanks. All right.
So, cool. Slides her tablets and phones and junk into her messenger bag.
Hey, while you got those while we're driving, why don't you look up these last names for me and see if you can find any connection with like demon stuff.
Cool. Go for it.
I tell you.
Okay. Dua and
Dunleavy and Dwyer.
Hey, you want to research that while you're on the way?
sure.
All right. Hit me with a
Abby
roll.
plays K-pop, and you all have to sit and listen to it while she doesn't drive.
Who enjoys it?
Rexy does.
I'm trying to decide
probably does,
I'm trying to decide how long Hector actually wants to sit in a car for, and if he just flies to you once you get there. It's so slow.
Mm.
Come on, man. Enjoy the ride.
Hey, GV, what'd you roll? There.
14.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
Wow.
That's not even the highest you can roll on that.
Have
one.
you advanced that?
Advance this move?
Oh, which one? This is
Investigate a mystery.
I tried to leave some of these out so that we could spread them around. So I've got act under pressure advanced, read a bad situation, weird science, and kick some ass. Those are all advanced, but
This
that
might ought
no,
to be the next one because you can
Yeah.
roll so dang high on it.
yeah.
All right. So you could ask 2 general questions, 1 specific question. If you can just ask me a couple of questions.
All right.
Pretty much whatever you want. And they don't have to be from the list. So you are looking up
those 2 names.
those 2
so,
names.
Possible like jumps or diversions of those names leading into aliases that connect forward into our time. Like
Okay.
like trying to find if they're, I'm Agent Dwyer, working for the police or something nowadays.
Sure.
So,
Yeah, I'll say one thing that you find as you go through and you start looking up these family names, they are relatively common, both relatively common Irish names. You go through and back and kind of cycle through, knowing, especially because you know Sally, that if anyone who's half demon lived to be a very, very long time. You find, let's see, you find an old news article, an old sort of printed, not even really an article, an old story, printed in about 1892 ish.
Okay.
There's sort of a historical telling of this small town in Ireland, which was thrown into a frenzy when it was discovered that one of the families of their church was actually taking part in demon worship. two parents, both with the last name Dwyer, and their son, Rowan.
Bingo. Tree, no, rider, tree. Wait, Rowan, here it is. And scoots it off to everybody's phone.
Good job. Thank you.
Saying we were children. 1892. Lame.
Rexy's unconsciously doing the dance moves from the K-pop songs.
Yeah, right. Like, Abby's just bobbing her head.
Anything else you want to know, Rex?
Everything.
Everything. How do we hurt it? That would be a very Rex thing to try to research.
How do you hurt it? Half demons. Pretty much the standard array. It's a question Sally can answer. Anything half like that, pretty much anything that can kill a human, if you do it enough times, eventually you'll get them.
Okay.
Anything blessed will hurt him worse. That kind of thing. Anything magical will hurt him worse.
Guys, it looks like Hector's hammer and Magic Squad can do more damage. I've got to get a priest to bless my bullets. I'm going to become a priest, and I'll bless my own bullets. And she starts looking it up online. how to become an Orthodox priest.
I love that. So Rex spends the rest of the car ride looking up what it would take to become a priest.
I have a question that I just thought about. What have we done with the professor?
My
He's in the
assumption was
trunk.
that you left him in the Haven.
Oh, no. He's not staying in the Haven by himself, even if he's stoned.
Back
Well,
into his
unless you put him
Winnebago.
somewhere else,
Yeah,
he's
he has his
still in the
Winnebago.
Winnebago.
Okay.
which you all left outside the house where you captured the Rowan.
Could we have moved the Winnebago to the parking lot at the warehouse and just put him in that?
Okay. You move the Winnebago to the warehouse parking lot, and you put the professor inside.
But we did check his vitals and everything. He's still alive.
He's still alive,
There's a
leave the mute-
note.
frozen in excitement.
Right. There's a sticky note on his hand that just says, "Call us when you're done."
And then the music is on and the windows are cracked a little bit and there's a note on the front windshield saying he's fine.
The
Science,
AC's on.
scientist,
Fine. He has his music and water.
Listen,
little
no
sign,
one is gonna approach this Winnebago, y'all.
Please don't break the window. He's okay.
little yellow sign, scientist on board. You know?
All right, so you leave the professor safely locked up in his Winnebago, windows cracked, music playing with a note that says, "Call us when you're done."
It's
I
just she
assume
blinded me
signed
with
by one of
science
you.
on loop. We put it on repeat.
Okay, I'm sure he will love that. Yes, so you've done that. We'll say that happened. Gosh, okay. And you take the rest of the drive to the apartment complex. Stallion Rex, you've been there before, and up you park, and the four of you go up to the apartment in which you know Elizabeth Farthing lives. Before we get into this, because I don't want to have to stop you all in the middle, GB has to leave us a little bit early to go play 10 Candles. So we are going to take a quick break just to rearrange a little bit. GB, do you want to say goodbye and tell the people where they can find you the rest of this week?
Just check my Twitter. It's got my schedule. I've got a lot of artwork out there, so there'll be a lot of tweets about that and where I'll be later on. Anyway, thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.
We'll be back in just a moment. welcome back once more, everyone. We've said goodbye to GB for the day, and we are going to continue on. So you all make your way up to the apartment of one Elizabeth Farthing. And I assume knock on the door?
Yup.
Okay.
I don't need my hammer for this, right?
You shouldn't.
No. Apparently, you just have to stand there and look pretty.
Try that first, but maybe just like you can put the hammer away, right?
Yeah. But
Yeah, she's gonna take our weapons, so yeah, just put yours away so she can't see.
good.
Okay.
Away.
Knock on
Little
the door.
pocket with your keys in your wallet.
In my phone, yeah.
In your phone. You probably got so many messages in there.
Just accidentally like brings out the phone instead. Oh shit.
You have like 50 texts in the group text.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put the hammer away, you knock on the door, and after a moment, you hear one of the few locks on the other side opening, and the door opens part of the way as the chain sort of catches it, and you see Sally, familiar face of Elizabeth, on the other side. She looks at you, looks to Rex, looks to the rest of you, and shuts the door. She opens it again. What?
Yeah. I have more info now.
Congratulations, I don't see how that's my problem.
We really need your help.
Fine. She shuts the door, undoes the chain. Come in.
Thank you.
Weapons in the basket. And shoes next to it. You tracked a bunch of stuff onto my carpet last time.
Fine.
I don't have any weapons.
Hector takes off his boots and leaves them by the door.
Abby says she doesn't have any weapons. Elizabeth sort of looks pointedly at you, Hector.
I don't have anything on me.
Right. You just look like the type.
No, I don't really need to carry weapons.
Sally is still emptying things.
Waits for Sally.
Just takes the whole fucking
So
jacket
does
off.
Rex, I'm sure.
Yep. Rex starts to unload. Okay. Come in. Would you like some tea?
Sure.
Please.
Okay. Preference? I have pretty much every kind you can think of, and probably several you can't.
Some sort of herbal?
Okay.
Sounds great.
Great. I'll put a kettle on. Make yourself at home. Just not too much.
Lovely interior.
Thank you. You all make your way into the apartment. There's a couch and a couple of chairs in the living room. She goes into a kitchen that you can see from. It's a sort of an open space. You can see her kind of on the other side of the counter, putting a kettle out on the stove. You can see her kind of pull out a couple of things, pull some tea out of the cabinet, and then she waves her hand over the kettle after she has turned the stove on, and very, very quickly it starts to heat up, and after about 60 seconds, it starts to whistle.
Gotta admit, that's kind of handy.
Yeah. Is that a temperature manipulation or is that time manipulation?
Temperature. Just a basic sort of heat type thing. I don't really know the scientific terms, but I make things
Sure.
warm very quickly.
Is it magic or is it innate?
It's magic. It's simple. The little stuff, once you've been doing it as long as I have, just kind of happens naturally.
Cool. So we know more.
Yeah.
Yes. She starts to bring over some steeping cups of tea. So you all can remove the tea bags when you please. Everybody likes their tea a little different. So, this is about the prophecy, I assume?
Yeah. We've got the full now.
Okay.
We just want clarification as far as who is it's speaking about. When you see prophecies or when you see the future, do you actually see it, or is it more of a mouthpiece situation?
It's much more of a mouthpiece situation. I don't generally interpret. I told you this last time, Sally, I generally have memory blanks.
I just thought
I didn't have the full prophecy. Where did you find it?
From the person you were sending letters with back and forth.
He's still alive?
Yeah, he's half demon.
Oh, we don't know that.
I
I mean,
explain
we
it.
don't know if he's alive.
I'm sorry?
What? Sorry. This is really good tea.
Thanks. I mean, that would explain why he's still alive. Demon blood will do that.
Yeah.
So, full prophecy. Hit me.
But
That does sound like me.
thought maybe might knock something loose or something.
It's hard to say. Do you know who any of these people are? Any points of reference?
I know who people think they are.
Well, when it comes to prophecies, that means a lot. Prophecies don't usually come to pass unless somebody makes them. They're based on interpretation. People interpret them, and then things happen, and people interpret that as the outcome of the prophecy.
Like horoscopes.
Yeah, sort of. You read what you want onto it.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
It's what I'm worried about too, because we can go along with the idea that I'm the doomed daughter part, but apparently I might not be, but if they follow all of this, they're still going to open a hellmouth?
Who is they?
Whoever this kin is.
I have a question. Sorry. What
Okay.
if you don't remember you having prophecies, how do people know what they are?
Well, usually they're given in the presence of someone else.
And who is
And I
this
can
one? given?
remember bits and pieces. There's usually just holes.
Right. Who was there when you gave this prophecy? Rowan?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
That might tell us something too. Where do you get your prophecies from? Like who bestows them upon you or whatever?
The Fates?
Like the Greek fates?
They're all sort of the same. Like the pantheons.
Right.
There aren't hundreds and hundreds of gods out there. There are a few beings, some of them existing as divine, I guess is the best word, since as long as we can remember. Some of them ascended. There's really just a few of them, and humans give them different names.
Go over to Hector on that one.
What are you? Oh, that makes sense.
I guess I don't understand how this can be so wibbly wobbly and yet could still make a hellmouth open.
Well, my advice, and the advice I always give with things like this, is you have to work within the bounds you already have. So, you have some information. You know that someone is trying to open a hellmouth. You know they have at least part of this prophecy, and they're working under the assumption that it's about you. It doesn't really matter if that's true. If they think it is, that's what they'll act on.
Maybe it's a spell. Or something like it. It's a formula, right? You do something, then something happens, and then the hellmouth opens. We have to figure out how to open a hellmouth. Then we can work backwards.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with prophecies about demons before?
Yes. A lot,
And
actually. More than you would think. Demons get bored very easily.
have you ever... Do you know anything about the way they function? About what they can do?
Some. It depends on the type. There's lots of different kinds of demons.
Do you know Zatheron?
Not personally.
You've heard of him?
Yes. An incredibly active being.
He might be the one we're talking about.
The kin. They're his. Nope.
I can't hear you.
I wish you luck.
What do you know about him?
The Herald of the Scorned. I know he protects his acolytes fiercely until they don't serve him anymore.
You ever met one?
Oh, a couple here and there. I've met lots of acolytes of lots of different beings. Nasty, all of them, usually.
That's gotta really suck.
When people think you can tell the future, they often come knocking at your door.
Do you think you could tell us where someone is specifically? Like, can you locate people?
Potentially. Magic can do a lot of things.
Might be able to locate a couple of demons or half demons we're looking for.
Maybe.
I have their blood. Or their
I'm
brother's
inclined to say
blood.
no.
Why?
Because I've had to change my identity enough times already.
Would
And apparently I haven't done the best job.
Would it make you feel more inclined to do so if we told you our intention is to eliminate them?
A bit. Then I have to rely on you getting to them before they get to me if something goes wrong. And no offense, you look like you can handle yourself, but I don't know you.
That's fair.
Well, I don't know you, and I think Sal here knows you a little better. It seems you have some prior dealings, and you should know from that she obviously didn't betray you in any way, and if you had any bargain, I imagine she upheld it, and that we're looking to do good and to save a lot of people with this information, with this hellmouth opening. We don't know exactly what that means, but it can't be entirely good, so you'd be doing us a service and the people of this town a service if you assisted us with that. I couldn't hear you.
What is going on with my mic?
I don't know. It's like auto filtering your voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right in front of my dang face. Please roll to manipulate someone.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna do that with my settings.
Charm.
It is a good sir.
That's a 9.
Okay. They will do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you that you mean it. So I think you say this, Hector, you sort of give this argument, and she looks at you for a moment, sort of considering, and says, "That's all well and good. And I think you're good people for what it's worth. And for the gasoline stain that I had to pay to get out of my carpet last time you visited. But listen, I've lived here a long time. I've changed my name several times. I've changed my look several times. I've done a lot already to try to help these people. And shortly after the city of Savannah was founded, I was one of the people they tried to burn at the stake. So why should I put my life at risk?
Because if you don't, a hellmouth could open and swallow the entire world.
Hellmouths are rarely that dramatic. They're more like portals than anything, but I understand the concern.
Well, I told you what I am and where I come from. If I assure your safety, you can take that as a guarantee.
Okay. But if I die, I'm haunting you specifically.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I give you my phone number just in case.
He never answers his phone. Please take mine.
That's fair.
All right. So, locating spell. We're going to need a few things.
Shoot.
Well, the blood you said you have is an excellent start. Is this from one of them?
One of their brothers.
All right. Demon, half demon, something else.
Half demon.
Okay. So half efficacy on that. That's fine. Half siblings are usually close enough.
If you want, I could try and isolate the blood and make it, I could map it out and make it so it's just the demon side. It'll take me a few days, but
it's not up to me to decide if you have that kind of time.
Well, what are the rest of the components you need? Can we get those faster than...
Everything else I think I might have here. What I really need that's going to be difficult is a channeler. You've all seen or met this brother, correct? The one whose blood you have.
Yes.
It'll be easier if I channel the spell through someone connected to them versus doing it on my own.
How connected do you mean?
Well, I assume none of you are related.
no.
Not technically.
You've spoken to him?
Yeah.
Any of you touched him?
Yes, I drew
Yeah.
his blood.
All of us did.
Your hammer touched him.
I carried him.
He literally picked him up, threw him out a window, and carried
If
him.
anything, I had the most physical contact with him.
Hey, it's not a contest.
I'm just saying, for the record.
Okay. Sure you are.
His dad adopted me. Is that close enough?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. That's pretty massive. Sort of burying the lead, I think, is a theme with this group.
It wasn't really by choice, so don't like talking about it.
An acolyte of Zatharon.
Not by choice.
Mhm. You're alive, so it must have been.
It's kind of saving someone else, but whatever.
I'm not here to judge. All right. Are any of you competent with magic?
Yes.
Right. One emphatic yes. One very emphatic no. So, Hector?
Yes.
What are you going to contribute to this?
Positive energy.
He's really good at lifting things if we need it.
I can move the couch if you need it out of the way.
No, thank you. I like it where it is.
And I'm, again, a Nephilim. I don't know if that helps.
Positive energy it is. It's more
We
helpful than you think. Intention's very important in magic.
We have an area where we think they are,
Okay.
which is a place we can start.
Okay. This will work. She goes to into another room. You kind of hear like a door open, like a closet door starts shuffling around, and she pulls out a couple of things, comes back into the room, looks around for a second, and then looks at you, Hector, and says, "Actually, can you move the coffee table?"
Yes, I can. I can do something.
Gently, please. glass top.
Takes the coffee table and with 2 hands and gingerly lifts it up to not damage it.
I see why they keep you around.
We should start like a moving service or something. Like we'd make bank. Anyway.
I'm fine with my job as it is. I work a lot of hours.
Talking about this one? You don't get paid for this one.
No, I'm a trainer for OSU.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You are gainfully employed.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Right. Can the two of you just move, please? Sort of at Sally and Hector. You. And she looks at Abby.
Yeah.
I assume you can create a basic circle.
Yeah.
Great. She just hands you a few crystals.
Abby, like, in her head, just like, fucking, oh, can you create a circle?
You do so competently, obviously. And she is like sort of going through some papers and pulling some things out. And then she turns around, kind of arms full of things, and looks at it. Oh, sufficient. And puts down in the center of the circle a sort of folded out old map of the Cedar Grove area. She takes a few candles in sort of small holders and sets them between the crystals, Abby, and sort of the circle that you have drawn out at different points. Candles of different colors, and takes out some matches and begins to light them one by one, going around to the different colors. She says, "All right, everyone, stand around outside the circle. Don't break the line."
Hector.
Sorry. Hector gets in a position.
Okay. You said you have a location?
General, yes.
Okay. I assume you can read a map. So what I need...
His eye just starts twitching.
What I need you to do, she's addressing Abby, the blood.
Uh-huh.
Take it. She hands you like a cotton swab, and it says, "Take it, dip it in, circle the area on the map in blood."
Okay. I assume that Hector went to go get it because this is something that needs to be refrigerated, so it was in the lab. So
Yeah, it was kind of hand waving that you didn't just
cool,
have
cool.
it in your bag.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
So, she'll dip the blood or the cotton swab and circle the warehouse district where we were assuming that they were before.
Okay. You do so, and you see the candles sort of one by one around the circle. Let's do some different music. Can I get it? I think it's spooky. As you do so, you circle the sort of area using the swab and the blood, and you step back across the line. And as you do, each one of the candles, sort of one by one, flares just a little bit, kind of around the circle. And as it does, the crystal that is sort of next lights up and sort of starts to softly glow, matching the color of the candle. Ellie starts to sort of mutter under her breath as her eyes sort of follow the lights moving around the circle until it reaches the last of the crystals and the last of the candle. And then all of the light starts to dim. So the lights in the room, start to go out, and sort of all that is left is this low flickering from the candles and from the crystals around them. And she looks to the three of you, sort of one by one, and says, "So, like I said, intent is important. You know who you're looking for better than I do, so clear your mind, however easy or difficult that is for you, and think about him. Whatever you remember, face, voice, mannerism, something he said, something that sticks out. Think about that, and only that." I'll do so. As you do, she starts to mutter under her breath again, in a language probably most of you either don't recognize or can't hear. Abby, you get some like bits and pieces of Latin with a couple of different things mixed in. This is probably a spell of her own creation. And as you watch the map, you see the circle of blood on it start to kind of almost like shake a little bit, and the liquid starts to move and kind of form into droplets instead of one solid circle. And when it does that, she says, "Okay, focus. I'm gonna need one of you to roll to use magic."
I wonder who's it gonna be.
Hector,
Not me.
you're up.
Yeah, right. All
I roll
right.
past lives.
Okay, I have a question, GM.
Sure.
I have a thing that's called Wise Soul. Whenever you use magic, right before you roll, you can ask the keeper what exactly would happen if on a miss. If you dislike the risk, you can stop at the last second.
Okay. What will happen on a miss? And this is a thing Abby would know. And you got a little bit of this from Ellie's sort of hesitancy to want to be a part of this in the first place, in case it blows back on her. Locating spells, in particular, when they go bad, the subject of them, at the very, very least, knows that they are happening. What they do with that information is up to you. There is the possibility that the people involved can be injured, because you're dealing with connections of energy between different people. So essentially, there is a possibility that one or all of you could be hurt or killed. There is also the strong possibility that the people you are looking for will not only know where you that you are looking for them, but where you are.
Okay, if she's willing to risk that, then I'm willing to risk it. Let's go. Champ! Oh, it's 6. Oh, no.
It's 6. But I get +1. Yes, Sally?
Can I help?
What would you do to help?
Could I, she asked me to do the channel thing, so can I try and take a little more of the load and help channel? Using the, what do I got? No limits?
You will roll to help or interfere.
Okay.
So that will be plus cool.
Okay.
For you. So I think maybe seeing Abby struggling a little bit under the pressure, you reach out and try to take some of that burden off.
That's a 10.
Okay. And you do with little issue. Sally, you can sort of feel a little more of the energy flow sort of from Abby into you, and Abby, you were starting to sweat a little bit. You feel a little bit of a weight kind of lifted off as the spell works, but has a glitch.
Right, I need to pick a glitch, right? Sorry.
Pick.
Okay. Use magic. Glitch. It's only because I think this is funny. Has a problematic side effect.
Okay.
Sally turns red. No.
Sally turns purple. As the spell sort of comes to fruition, Ellie, sort of in front of you, saying the last few words under her breath. You see all of the candles flare and all of the crystals flash in their respective colors for a moment, and then settle as the crystals go white again and the flames start to burn down. You see the droplets of blood that had formed start to converge on a point on the map to pinpoint a location for you in a neighborhood just outside of Cedar Grove, down to this just small, dark pinpoint that if you didn't know you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't be able to see. So a very specific location. As it does, Abby, you feel a warmth on the palm of your hand. And you look at it, and you don't see anything for a second, but then it starts to get a little bit warmer and a little bit warmer, and the palm of her hand starts to glow this like dark sort of red color. And it doesn't hurt, but it is a little uncomfortable. And as you watch it, it settles into a shape, almost like a glyph. You have seen it once before on the back of Wynne Crowley's hand.
Popsicles.
And that is where we are going to go ahead and end our session for today. So thank you, everyone.
I regret nothing.
For joining us today. Oh, GB's going to be so mad he missed that. That's okay. GB, if you're watching this later, gotcha. I'm just kidding. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. I hope you had at least half as much fun as I did, because that would be a ton. Before we go, at the end of the session, the Keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No!
Okay.
If anything, you've created more mystery. I take no responsibility for this. Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
I mean, Hector did when he stopped him from flying out the window.
Kind of threw him out the window, though.
Did throw it out the window.
Right, we're determining not killing someone doesn't equal saving someone.
No.
You can't create the situation that led
Right.
to them.
No,
Okay, sorry.
What saved your life? What saved your life?
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I would say so. Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yes. Learned a lot
Yeah.
about Sal.
Oh, all right. So that's 1 XP for everybody. Somebody remind me to tell GB that he gets that XP too, because he was here for 90% of the session and contributed. All right. So, thank you to my lovely players for playing this game with me today. And I was gonna say letting me, and putting yourselves in danger. You didn't plan for any of this. I planned up until you kidnapped Rowan, and you guys did the rest of this.
Glad we can help pull the
You did
load.
all this. So if there are moments in this video when I was sitting there with this face, now you know why. It is impossible for me to predict what you are going to do. So yes, thank you so much for being so creative and wonderful and playing this great game. Thanks everybody out there for watching. If you're with us live, thank you so much. If you're with us later on YouTube, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, comment on this video. Tell us a thing that you liked. We want to hear from you. Other than that, we will be back 1 week from today, same time, same place, Sunday, December. Holy shit, it's December, or as I like to call it, 17th March. We will be back a week from today, December 13th, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I think with the whole gang back. So that'll be wonderful. We'll get to see how this complicated side effect comes into play, what you do now that you know where the demons are, and what, in God's name, has happened to Professor Jeffrey Hinks. We will see you all then. In the meantime, our next stream is going to be on Tuesday. Well, our next scheduled stream is going to be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be playing Masks, another episode of Squire Squad with the Tuesday gang. Plus, Ryan is going to be joining us, so it's going to be wonderful. And we are definitely going to be streaming some video games in between and pretty much this entire week. Because Sean doesn't have to work. And that's what we do for fun. Yeah, anything else from any of you? What is it I usually say? Any last words?
Help.
Fuck.
it's gonna be fine.
All right. And with those, we will say good game and good night, Internet.